and welcome here to TalkFCB, and welcome back to the channel here today, guys, where it is time for the Champions League quarter-final second leg, and we are heading to Germany to face Borussia Dortmund, and of course we have a huge advantage from the first leg. We are 4-0 up, but there is still work to do. We still have to get the job done, and it's going to be very, very interesting to see here what Hansi Flick does with his starting lineup. We're going to be talking about all of that and more. The very latest team news is on the way. Get yourselves ready, and let's do this. And I would like to begin today, though, guys, by saying a very, very big thank you to all of you for the incredible birthday wishes yesterday. I really, really appreciate that. And I've had some incredible super thanks coming in here, celebrating the day. Thank you here to Robson, to Edwin, to Eric, to Ayushman, Odom, and to Heisenberg. I really, really appreciate the support, guys. Thank you for that. Had a great day. And now looking forward to a big week for Barca. What would be the best birthday present would be to get through to the Champions League semi-final. And as you can see right here, we are well on our way. We have recorded a stunning first leg victory here over Dortmund. We are 4-0 to the good. We will face the winner of Bayern against Inter, remember. And Inter going into their home leg, they do have the advantage over the other side of the draw. PSG continue to impress there. They are well ahead against Villa. And how about Arsenal? They are 3-0 up, and Real Madrid have a huge mountain to climb at the Bernabeu. Another team, though, of course, who have that same kind of mountain to climb, well, Dortmund have a lot of work to do in the second leg. And what I think is really important here, guys, is that in that first leg, being 4-0, it didn't flatter Barca. That's the important thing. Going into the second leg here, it's not as though sometimes, of course, you can win games, 2, 3, maybe even 4-0, and it doesn't quite represent the game, doesn't quite represent the performance. Maybe it wasn't that dominant. But in this case, I believe that it was. We were outstanding in that first leg. We really went for Dortmund. We really went to another level as well in the second half. We were creating chances at will, and importantly, we were finishing them in front of goal. And like I say, 4-0 did not flatter us. We more than earned that win. However, guys, with all of that said, one of the most important things that we will talk about today is the fact that Barca are not there yet. And we don't need reminding of that. We don't need reminding of the fact here that you can have an incredible first leg. You can play absolutely brilliantly, but there's still time to mess this up. We have seen in Rome, we have seen in Liverpool that things can catastrophically get out of control, and very, very quickly. If you do not turn up in the Champions League with the right attitude, if you arrive with the wrong mentality, if you try and protect what you have, you can find yourself very quickly in trouble. You have to come here knowing you've got to finish the job. The job is not done. We are not in the final four yet. And I guarantee you, Hansi Flick will demand the players perform here. He will absolutely guarantee they are ready to work again. He even said immediately after the first leg, everybody was ecstatic about the 4-0, but he was there saying, look, we're not there yet. We must arrive in the second leg and do exactly what we did in the first. So we can't get ahead of ourselves. We can't be thinking about the semi-final yet. Get the job done, and then we can start talking. Because speaking there about our opponents on Tuesday, Borussia Dortmund, they actually came through a very tough game for them on Saturday there against Bayern, away at Bayern, and they came away with a 2-2 draw, which I've got to say is a very good result there for Dortmund. Given how they've been in the league this season, that will be a little bit of confidence going their way, because obviously they did not feel so good after the first leg. I don't think Bayern really are brimming with confidence either right now, but Dortmund coming into this game, they will have a little bit more about them. And you've also got to remember, it's going to be an incredible crowd. I mean, even 4-0 down, even with a huge, huge task on their hands, you know that stadium, it's going to be absolutely bouncing. They really get behind their team. You've got the yellow wall. You've got all of that great stuff. It's going to be an amazing occasion. And I've got to say, I'm excited about it. And it's another game here whereby we shouldn't be petrified of the atmosphere. We shouldn't be scared about what we're walking into. This Barca team, they have delivered for us. Hansi Flick has instilled the right mentality, the right attitude, so that we can go into games like this, so that we can step into arenas like this, and we know we can perform. But indeed, guys, I did think it was very, very interesting to see on Saturday that Hansi Flick there in Barca versus Leganés did not actually rotate in the way that I really expected him to. He only made the 2 changes from the team that faced Dortmund. Araujo there came in for Cubarsí, and Eric Garcia came in for Frenkie de Jong, and Frenkie, of course, ended up coming on at half-time anyway there. So I expected maybe a little bit more rotation, maybe a little bit more rest to some of those key players, unless, of course, Flick is planning on doing a few more things in this game. Now, that is something that I didn't expect from him. I didn't really expect much at all in terms of rotation in a Champions League quarter-final, no matter how far ahead we are. But I think maybe we may see 1 or 2 changes, and of course some of them are going to be enforced, because obviously at left-back, Alejandro Balde, he is out. He could face there up to 3 weeks on the sidelines, and that is why, guys, let me just say here, very important game for Gerard Martin. I feel as though right here, it's a good test for him. It's a quarter-final in the Champions League, yet we're 4-0 up, but he's still got to deal with that pressure, with the atmosphere, and the crowd at Dortmund there. You've got to deal with all of that, and I think that's important for him, given that he may have to play in the Copa del Rey final against Real Madrid, with all the pressure that will come with a game like that. So I think it's a good game here for Gerard Martin to step into, to try and acclimatise himself to this kind of occasion, and hopefully what we really want to see is him playing well. But I think one player who absolutely will not play in this game, it's going to be Inigo Martinez. That's my feeling around him right now. I think he's most likely going to be rested in that match, and the reason for that is because he's only the 1 yellow card away from suspension here, don't forget, because obviously if Inigo plays in this second leg and he gets booked, he would then miss the first leg of the semi-final, and that is something we absolutely desperately want to avoid. So I think Flick here with Inigo, such a key player, such an important part of this team, he will not take any risks with him, and I would not expect him to play in this game. But we do have one player back, and we do have one member of the squad here again, which is fantastic to see. Dani Olmo, he has returned. He has missed the last 5 games there with injury, and of course he's had numerous injury problems this season, but he is back in the squad against Dortmund. He's been training well, he's been looking really good and fresh, and I think he will feature at some point in this one. I certainly would not expect him to be in the starting lineup there. We're not going to throw him back in a game like this, but I would expect him to make his return here and, of course, build up those minutes ahead of vital games to come. And what I really hope with him now is that we can keep him fit here. Let's have a good run of games towards the end of the season here. Now's the time to be available. Now is the time to deliver. And it's great to have Olmo back. So indeed, guys, with all of that said then, what is going to be the starting lineup in this one? Well, let's start with Szczesny, or can I just say again, he was outstanding against Leganés. Really important, really clutch saves again. I am so happy that we have this man in goal for Barca. Along the back line, Jules Koundé, he's going to be asked to play yet another game, it's expected here. I think Gerard Martin, of course, at left back. Cubarsí will come back in, and then probably it's going to be Araujo. Although the fact that he went off at half-time against Leganés and then Eric actually replaced him there at centre-back, so I think it's going to be interesting to see there. Could be Eric, could be Araujo, but maybe I would just go with him in this game. And then in midfield, we have to return with Frenkie and Pedri. That is our go-to. That gives us their real security and solidity in midfield. And then in the attacking third of the team, I think again we're going to see Lamine Yamal. It's another game. It's yet more minutes for him. We are really asking and demanding a lot of him right now. Exactly the same situation with Raphinha too. And how Fermin did not score against Leganés, I mean, I don't know. And that would have been an absolute wonder goal there inside the box when he just effortlessly glided past Leganés' defence. And to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if Fermin did get a goal in this game. He seems to be on the verge right now. And up front, I think Lewandowski might be rested in this game. We know that Ferran has played very, very well against Borussia Dortmund, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him in the starting lineup here. Lewandowski due a little bit of rest, and could this be the team that takes on Dortmund and hopefully reaches the Final Four? Because if we do, head on over now to the SofaScore app to submit our predictions. Right here, it is Dortmund against Barca. First leg, 4-0. And who is going to win in this one? I still believe, even though, of course, we don't have to win, I still believe here that Barca will win. And 74% of you believing on SofaScore right now that Barca will get the job done. I do think it's going to be quite a high-scoring game, though. I would expect both teams to score, and I would expect Barca again to just get that first goal, just put the tie beyond any doubt at all, get that first goal and move swiftly forward there. And like I said before, if you want to get involved over on SofaScore, and if you want to get involved in these weekly challenges, please do follow the link in the description below to download the app, and that is a big help to the channel. Because if I had to give a score prediction right here for away at Dortmund, I would actually say it's going to be a direct repeat of what we saw back in December. I'm going to go right here for Barca 3, Dortmund 2, and we will make it to the semi-final of the Champions League. So please, guys, do let me know all of your predictions and exactly how you are feeling here ahead of this second leg. We are in a great position, but now it's all about finishing the job. We've done the hard work. We've done the hard yards. Now, let's complete it, guys. So let me know everything down below. Thank you indeed for your great support, and I do hope you enjoy this one. But until next time, as always, Vejka, Barca.